I'm back. You're listening to Nadine Tonight on National Lampoon Comedy Radio XM 154. In the studio, third hour, I have Jordan Murphy, host of VH1's Tool Academy, which is a 30-day boot camp to reform tools. And just to recap, basically 9 girlfriends nominated. I'm sure a ton of people. These are probably the douchiest of the douches.
Yeah. The casting process has got to be surreal. I mean, they do an amazing job, and they had alternates.
That's hilarious. Well, it doesn't surprise me. And what did surprise me, and like kind of now looking back on it, goes, not that surprising. They all live in Southern California, most of them.
There were a lot of. Well, I mean, it's not. You're right. It's not that surprising. Just walk down the Sunset Strip any night.
No.
After you pay $20 to park.
1 out of 4. 2 out of 4. Maybe.
Easy.
And they're all like douchey. They're like, yeah, what's up, bro?
What's up, dude, bro, bro. Yeah. And therefore, this show will just run on and on and on and on. Because there's no shortage of tools.
No, and here's the thing. It could go season 2, season 3, season 4, and it's going to keep going. Yeah. And then there'll be a charm school for the girlfriends. And it's going to be amazing. And we'll have a big spin-off party.
Tool Academy Celebrity Edition.
Yeah. I love it. Now, before we were talking about some of the challenges, and you guys had obstacle courses, like what kind of obstacle courses did they go through?
Well, the thing that was really kind of creative about it, and again, it's one of those things where I was happy to watch what these producers, they don't mess around when it comes to these obstacle courses.
Do they all live in a house together, first of all, or no?
Yes. Oh, the guys all live in the same house.
They do?
Yes.
For 30 days they're in there?
Oh, yeah, like a prison. And you put anybody in that kind of situation, they're going to go crazy. And add a little alcohol.
Forget it.
Delicious.
Forget it.
Yeah, so they did, especially with the psychiatrist during the therapy sessions, they did like puppets.
Yeah,
to talk
I
to each
saw
other.
some though, the green little puppets. Yeah,
you need to last longer in bed. Like they have to talk to each other like that. They put on bulletproof vests so that they were like in the trust tree. Like,
oh my god,
what about the tree? The trust? Remember the trust? What happened?
I'm gonna see these guys going back to the relationships, going, hey, you want to put the bulletproof vest on really quick?
Seriously, and the sock puppets, and then what else did they do? Oh, they had a lie detector.
Really?
Yeah, you see that in the preview, too. So I'm not giving anything too much away, but, I mean, I don't know about you, but when I was in my 20s, I wanted nowhere near a lie detector.
No, why would you?
I was a professional liar.
You have to be in your 20s.
Exactly.
How are you going to get laid, and how are you
going to get anything done?
How are you going to get a job? How are you going to get a job?
My resume was all fictitious. I'm kidding.
That is so funny. Now, with some of these girls, also, they went through all the challenges you were saying on break with them.
Yeah. The girls, and that was part of the idea, was that obviously these guys need to be reformed, but it takes 2 to tango. And so, they actually, you see in the preview also, they have to dance together, which was classic.
They can't dance. Because what they do? They do the white man's overbite.
Right.
That's their dance.
It's hard not to.
And they're doing a little bit of the shoulder shimmy a little bit.
Yeah, I think they had to do the tango or I think it was the tango. But
forget it.
Yeah, no, it was. So yes, they had to work together as couples to overcome. Now, the thing that people always ask about reality TV is, all the violence or the fighting or the crying, and like, oh, it's all fake.
No, it's not.
It really isn't.
That's real. You know what is? I don't think a lot of things are fake. What is fake that they may not know is how you set up challenges.
Absolutely.
And that's producing a show. That's normal.
You exactly. Know what I mean? We put them into a scenario. We ratchet it up. Maybe add a little booze. I mean, I'm not saying we add a little booze.
No,
but
they
there's
can
alcohol
choose to
present.
Drink if they feel like
there's
it,
alcohol present. I'm just saying, anytime you add alcohol to a heated environment, it's going to escalate.
Did they ever fight?
Oh yeah.
All the time.
Oh yeah. There was yelling and pushing and shoving and you saw the ambulance in the preview. So the tears too. The guys are crying. The girls are crying because literally, Trina does kind of get under their skin and has to ask them some questions that most of us never want to have to answer about ourselves.
Right.
Much less our relationship.
Right.
So at the end of the day, we're saving relationships.
That's exactly what
you're
doing.
One tool
so
at a time.
You're actually doing you're doing a service is what you're doing.
That's why I signed on.
I hope that people can watch this, the people that are douchebags, and go, hey, I'm actually one of those dudes.
Or the girls go,
why am I with that person?
Look over at like Franco and go, that guy's a tool.
Yeah.
What am I doing with him?
But I feel like people will never learn because when I go to a bar here, it's like that's all it is.
You're probably right.
And
people don't learn.
And it's gross. And I'm like, stop it. Got to change things.
We don't. People don't learn until literally they have some sort of an epiphany, or they just crash out, like wrap their car around a tree or something like that.
Right.
Then they make a change.
And then they go, oh, okay, I'm in rehab. And then they become like douchies in rehab. Sorry.
Exactly.
Well, it's funny because I grew up in Orange County, and so we've got our share of no disservice to Orange County guys, but we've got our share of douchebags. Like, as we do, every county has their share of douchebags.
Absolutely.
But I went to a Catholic high school, but it was very jock oriented. It's like one of the big sports schools kind of that everyone comes out of, and like all of them, I didn't realize I was hanging out with so many douchebags. And you see them now, a lot of them, they're like, oh, man, I don't drink anymore. And it's like, because I think that they, something happened for them to stop doing whatever it was.
They grew up.
Yeah.
I hope. I mean, I actually, when I talked to the producers when I met them, and I said, is it bode well for me that I'm a reformed douche? I mean, I don't think I was as douchey as some of these guys are, but, I had kind of a reputation.
Right. Whatever. Everyone, we all do, right?
Kind of
girls can be douches too, don't you think?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
They can be more douchey.
I feel like I was a douche, and not in a way of some of those girls, because there's some girls
You
that are
were
douchebags.
a secret douche.
I was a secret douche. Yeah, I was an undercover douche.
Undercover douche.
Because I would hang out with some of the douchebags and like high five and do cake stands with them.
Real Jaeger bombs.
Loved it. And here's the thing: if I even smell Jaeger now, I'm like, that water, that, like underneath the tongue. It's like.
And who's the genius that decided to have it on tap?
Right.
Behind the bar.
Right. And then let's put some Red Bull too with it.
Yeah.
And let's just make it amazing.
And vodka.
Yeah, and vodka. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Jaeger bomb, dude. Jaeger bomb.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Defibrillator right next to that.
Disgusting.
Nice.
And it's like, I look back and everyone goes, Nadine, I always hear about your party days. How come we never get to see that anymore? I'm like, I don't do that anymore.
Long time ago.
I drink wine
Physically,
now.
I can't do it.
It takes me 3 days to recover from a hangover now. I just cannot.
We're showing our age.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. I'm 14 and a half. I don't know how old you are. You're 16, right? 16.
Yep.
Yeah. I love it. Well, I'm very excited about this Sunday. It's going to be great. There's going to be the liars, the cheaters, the tools, and a lot of them have threesomes. A lot of these girls are finding out their boyfriends are cheating on them. Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to be really, really exciting. And I'm so happy that you came in.
My pleasure.
And Sunday, 10 o'clock, check out VH1's Tool Academy. It's going to rock. And Jordan Murphy, thank him. Thank me.
Thank you.
Love you. Love it. Nadine tonight, National Lampoon Comedy Radio, XM 154.